Hi guys, it's ASBYT and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, as you well know, on this channel we often do smartphone unboxings and reviews. We also review the cameras on those specific smartphones because cameras are incredibly popular and important for a lot of consumers. Now, rightly or wrongly, the iPhone XS and XS Max's cameras have been incredibly popular this year, but in this video I'm going to go through how to make them even better. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. Right, so today we're looking at how to take the iPhone XS and XS Max's cameras to a whole new level. Yes, they've been incredibly popular with the general public. I personally think they excel in certain areas and are let down in other areas, but on the whole, they do a pretty good job. Having said that, I'm always on the lookout of how to improve certain smartphones, certain smartphone cameras. So when today's video sponsor Sandmarc actually came to me and offered to send me some of their products to test and do an honest review on, I of course jumped at the chance. I will go through the good points and the bad points of this specific product and how they might benefit you going forwards. And they come in the form of 3 specific lenses. So the 3 lenses I was sent were the telephoto lens, the macro lens, and the wide angle lens, which we can actually add to the iPhone XS and XS Max in a very, very easy way, which includes a case. Now we'll start with the telephoto lens. Basically, if you don't know, a telephoto lens gives you an optical zoom, which means you can zoom in on something and not lose any clarity in the picture. So the lens they sent me was a 2x optical zoom, and I know what you're saying, the iPhone already has a 2x optical zoom, and that is the case, but using this lens also gives you the chance, therefore, to get a 4x zoom without losing any clarity. And we'll get to how good that is in a second. So it's a 60mm lens and the weight is 63.9 grams, diameter 42mm. Next up, we have the wide angle lens. Now, that's pretty self-explanatory. It just gives you a much wider field of view. 16mm lens, 70 grams in weight, 24.2mm in height, and 42mm in diameter again. In this occasion, it's a 2x wide angle lens, which means, like I said, you can get far more of the surrounding area within the shot that you want, and I personally love a wide angle lens. Now, you know the iPhone doesn't natively come with a wide angle lens, so this is a great option. And finally, we have the macro lens. Now, the macro lens is probably the most specialized lens, in my personal opinion, out of the 3, because it's not going to be for everyone, and this is going to be certainly for people who are very into photography, very into filmmaking, because it can provide shots that are so up close and personal, it's beyond belief. The clarity and detail you can get from photos and video using this lens, which you'll see shortly, is incredible. I'm not for any reason saying that by buying this lens will automatically mean you are going to be the next David Attenborough, but it's a good start. So inside the box, you will receive a pouch, which we'll get to, and we also have the case. So not only do we get the lenses, but we also get the case to go with it, which protects the iPhone. It's a lovely matte black finish, just a Sandmarc logo at the bottom there, and I think on the whole, it looks pretty smart. And the little cutout at the top left-hand side for the lenses and the camera. And on the whole, it's extremely easy to screw the lenses in and out in order to enhance that camera. Now inside the pouch, we of course have a cleaning cloth, the lens itself, a lens cover to protect the lens from dust, rain, etc. if you're outside, and we have a clip there as well. It basically means the lenses can be used on the front camera of the iPhone as well. So if we just pick up the lens, it has a front and back cap to again protect the lens from dust, dirt, etc. And there you can see the case actually on the iPhone, how it looks. And like I said, I think it looks really, really smart, and it gives you that extra functionality of the lenses, which you don't always have to use. You can just use this as a case in your day-to-day life as well. So let's jump onto some examples of what these 3 lenses can do. We're going to start with the macro lens. And as you can see, we've got a video using the lens of my watch, and look at the detail. The clarity and sharpness is incredible. And we also have just a standard photo using that macro lens as well. And again, my sentiments here are mirrored. Now using the same lens, we have examples of plant life. First again with the video, and then with a still shot as well. And again, just look at how close you can get to that individual subject. The detail is just on a whole new level. You can get some beautiful shots. I mean, this was coming up to sunset. You can see the sun shining through the leaf, for example, and it just looks amazing. A tree stump which had been cut down, and look again how close you can get to the subject. You can see things on this bark that you really would struggle to see with the human eye. You're even getting close in to some wonderful looking fungus right there. I never thought I'd be talking about fungus on this channel, but we've got some tree fungus right there. Sensational. And we will be coming back to the macro lens in a minute, but the last shot for now, as it's coming around to Christmas, I had to include some holly. So now we're going to jump onto the telephoto lens. There's your first shot, and then we jump to the ×2 zoom. Now we're going to jump onto the wide angle lens, and I've actually attached it to the phone using the clip that's provided in the box to that front facing camera. And this one I just thought I'd throw in a standard selfie because why not? It's all a laugh, isn't it? So we're now back on the macro lens, and we've got a close-up of some water. We've got some leaves actually under the water, and look at that shot. You just wouldn't be able to get that with the standard iPhone camera. We've got, again, plant life in and around the edge of the lake, which I will be jumping into very, very soon. Check out my last OnePlus 6 video to know why. Now we've got another picture of the lake, and I'm going to show you 3 different shots using a couple of the lenses. So we've got the standard iPhone XS Max shot there. Then we go onto the wide angle lens. And again, you can see just more of the scenery. And then we go to the telephoto lens for that additional zoom. We're going to do the same thing here, but this is a panning video. So we've got the standard lens here. We then go to the telephoto lens here. And then we've got the wide angle lens here. Again, brilliant. If you are into sort of filmmaking, but you just want to use your phone currently, this is a great setup for you. Again, using the 3 lenses, we're going back to still photos. We start with the standard shot, then we go to the wide angle shot, and then we go to the telephoto shot. Now in the next 3 photos, we've got the standard shot, then we've got the inbuilt telephoto iPhone camera, and then we've got the telephoto lens on the inbuilt iPhone XS Max camera. Very confusing, but hopefully it makes sense as you're seeing these photos. So the last shot is ×4 optical zoom. Now, in terms of getting that ×4 zoom correct, it's a lot more difficult. And again, something that I feel in a future product, Sandmarc can probably do a little bit of a better job, possibly, of making that 4x optical zoom easier to actually attain. Here's another example of using that 4x optical zoom. The standard shot is there. Then we've got 2x there, and then we've got 4x there. And the final comparison is using the iPhone inbuilt normal camera, and then one using the wide angle Sandmarc lens. And you can just see the difference, far more landscape, and just a better understanding of the surrounding area. So ladies and gents, let me know in the comment section below what you think about these 3 lenses. Which out of the 3 is your favorite? Would you buy any of them? Do you like attachable lenses, or do you prefer just using the inbuilt cameras that a smartphone has? I will leave all 3 lenses in the video description below, so if you are interested in getting more information about any of the 3, then you can go and do that. Like and share if you did enjoy this video and found it helpful. Subscribe and hit that notification bell if you're new to the channel and want to be notified every time I post a video on anything tech, pretty much daily content here on YouTube. I love you and leave you. I'll see you in the next one. It's ASBYT. Peace out.